Moving on further with the next speaker of today's event, that is Professor Vipul Kumar Gajera. Sir will be delivering his speech on biomedical waste processing. Sir is presently working as
Okay, I'm
assistant.
signing up, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you.
So, coming on to Professor Vipul Kumar Gajera, sir is presently working as assistant professor at Sri Naranjibai Lalbhai Patel College of Pharmacy. Sir is presently pursuing his PhD studies, has completed his M.Pharm from Anand Pharmacy College, Sardar Patel University. Sir has completed his B.Pharm from KB Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research from Gujarat University. Sir has also completed his diploma pharmacy from Dr. Dayaram Patel Pharmacy College from South Gujarat University. Sir has overall total of 12 years of teaching experience in this college and has also guided almost 6 students in M.Pharm under his guidance. Sir is also a lifetime member of Indian Pharmacological Society. Sir has various publications like almost 5 research publications and 12 review papers in various national as well as international journals, and has also attended more than 20 training programs, national as well as international seminars and conferences. We are highly privileged to have your presence over here, sir. Over to you.
Okay. Very good morning, all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. My screen is visible.
Yes, visible, sir.
Okay. Thank you, madam, for a nice introduction. Uh, okay. So today I will give some brief idea about biomedical waste processing, means management, how to manage biomedical waste. Uh, First of all, what is waste? Waste means something which is not put in proper uses, means not usable things, that is waste. There are 3 types of waste: solid, liquid and gaseous. But today I will give some information regarding biomedical waste, means solid waste, type of the solid waste. So now, what is biomedical waste? The waste which are generated during diagnosis, treatment or immunizations of human beings or animal in a research activity, uh, during the research activity or in the production or testing of the biological. Now, these are the source of biomedical waste. The major source of biomedical waste are hospitals, lab, research center, animal research centers, blood banks, nursing homes, and mortuaries and autopsy centers. And minor source of the biomedical waste are clinics, dental clinics, home care, cosmetic clinics, paramedicals, funeral services, and institutions. Okay. Now, these are the various types of biomedical waste. First is waste sharp. Example of waste sharp is needle, syringe, like that. Second one is discarded medicines. Third one is human anatomy waste. Human anatomy waste means the various tissue, organs of our body. And fourth is solid waste. The solid example of the solid waste is cotton swab, band-aids, like. Now, who have the higher risk of biomedical waste? First is sanitation workers. Second, medical and paramedical staffs like doctor, nurses, pharmacists, and third one is patients and attenders. And after that, common public. Now, these are the various methods which use for manage the various biomedical waste. Survey of the waste generated, reduction at the source, segregations. Now we will discuss one by one. First, source reduction. Source reductions means first try to lessen the amount of the materials. Keeping the non-infectious waste out of infectious waste stream, means keep both separate, non-infectious waste and infectious waste. Second one, reduce or eliminate waste in the source, means use such a method that which reduce production of the waste. Third one is some engineering controls, the methods to reduce the quantity of the waste. For example, use the smaller container in place of the some large container, is if it is possible. Now here one example. First of all, know the hazards, know the hazardous of that material, and second one is purchase smallest quantity needed, and don't purchase hazardous materials if safe alternative are available. अगर कोई safe alternatives available है, then don't purchase any hazardous material. Here example is use mercury-free thermometers. Nowadays, these digital thermometers are available in market, so use mercury-free thermometers in place of the our traditional mercury thermometer. The steps to manage hazardous waste, those limit use and access to trained persons with personal protective gears. The use engineering controls such as the ventilations, hoods for selects hazards. Here, get rid of unnecessary stuff, means don't accumulate unneeded product, and don't let peroxides and oxidized agents turn into bomb. So these are the various symbols, labels of hazardous warning, like inflammable, toxic. These are the various label for toxic materials, for inflammable materials, for gas bottles, for explosive materials, for radiations, for biohazards, corrosive materials, and it indicates the danger for health. Okay, so these are the various labels. Now, communicate about the workplace where hazardous substances are used. So these are the various, we can use the various label posters, for example, posters on the doors, labels on the hazardous materials, and give feedbacks on use of PP and disposable in evaluations. Now we all are aware about the PP, personal protective equipments. When we are handling some hazardous material, that you then use the PP kit, the role model, safe use and disposal, and contact point who is responsible. So here in these slides you can see the various label. For example, अगर कहीं पे danger है तो ये danger का symbol से बराबर, ये से भी सब कहीं भी हमें ऐसे labeling करते हैं कि protective, use protective cloth या use PPE during the handling this material. Okay. Next one is recycle product when possible. Agar possible, if it is possible, then recycle the product, so they decrease the production of the waste material. Segregations. Always use some segregations method at the source, means at the point of the generations. Use various colored code, leak-proof container. The container should be a biohazard symbol and appropriate wordings. Okay, तो यहाँ पे दो चीज है. Number one, use color code container, use leak-proof container, and always give symbol, biohazard symbol, and appropriate wording, appropriate labeling on that container. Okay, the container should never be completely filled. Okay, now. Segregation of the waste should be observed strictly to avoid mixing of non-infectious waste into infectious waste. Once mixed, become infectious and should not be removed. First things, not mix non-infectious with infectious. And second, if it is mixed, then don't try to remove it because it's already infectious. Next is to reduce infectious waste, to decrease expenditures on disposal of infectious waste. These are the various color code which are used for different waste material. For example, yellow color bag, which are used for human and animal anatomical waste. Human and animal anatomical waste means the part of the human body, part of the animals, for various tissue, various organ of the animals. Okay, so human and animal anatomical waste, microbiological waste, soiled cotton, dressings, linens, beddings. These all materials are packed in yellow color plastic bag. Okay, so red color generally used for tubing, catheters, and IV sets. Blue and white color used for waste sharp. An example of waste sharp are needle, syringe, scalpels, and blades. Black color generally used for discarded medicines, cytotoxic drugs, and incinerations ash. and chemical waste. Now, these are some methods which are used for handling the biomedical waste. So, waste requires pre-treatments before disposables. बराबर, कहीं वेस्ट ऐसा है कि उसको हम प्री ट्रीटमेंट देके उसको नॉन इन्फेक्शियस बना सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल माइक्रोबायोलॉजिकल वेस्ट. So microbiological waste we can use autoclaving method for sterilizations this microbiological waste, and after autoclaving these final disposables are packed in black bag. Second one is pre-treatment before the disposal. So tube used for serum separation, centrifugations of the sample, preparation of the dilutions, sample cups, tips, caps, whatever are plastic containers or tubes. These all containers are treated with chemical disinfections. And nowadays in corona pandemic, we all are very aware about sodium hypochlorite, because यहाँ पे कहीं भी अगर कोरोना पेशेंट की जो भी चीज थी, टेबल, कुर्सी, उसका घर, जो भी, उसको हम जो स्टरलाइज करते थे उसमें कौन से मटेरियल यूज होता था? सोडियम हाइपोक्लोराइड, बिकॉज सोडियम हाइपोक्लोराइड इज अ broad spectrum disinfectants. It is effective on bacteria, virus. So generally sodium hypochlorite are used as a chemical disinfectants, and finally disposal are packed in blue bag. When we are using sodium hypochlorite, then frequently change of the sodium hypochlorite ultimately means daily. And who prepare these solutions? So technical persons, trained housekeeping persons can prepare these solutions. Prepare under these observations. And disposal of the liquid and solid. So liquid are always disposed in pour into drain with running tap waters, and solid are packed in blue bag. So some waste are disposed without pre-treatments. We have already discussed the waste disposed with pre-treatments. Now we will discuss about the waste disposed without pre-treatments. So some contaminated gloves, latex and plastics that are packed in yellow bags, and contaminated tissue, blotting papers, contaminated cottons, human tissue, organs, these all the materials, these all are anatomical waste which are packed in yellow bags, and these yellow bags we can submit it to some biomedical waste centers. And white sharp disposal container, so broken glass, pipettes, broken test tubes, needles, razor blades, scalpels, these all things that we can pack in white sharp disposable container. So different color container are used for different biomedical waste product. Here one attentions, do not allow the container to overfill. Okay, that we already discussed in a few earlier, but here also you can see that don't overfill the containers. Now arrange the container near the operation area so we can easily assess. Okay, and ensure that the disposed items is inside the container and not hanging at the edges. बराबर, जो भी मटेरियल से जो भी वेस्ट है वो कंप्लीटली कंटेनर के अंदर होना चाहिए, वो बाहर ऐसे हैंगिंग कंडीशन में नहीं होना चाहिए. बराबर, कंटेनर थोड़ा इनकम्प्लीट होना चाहिए, ओवरफिल नहीं होना चाहिए. दैट इज द मेजर अटेंशंस ड्यूरिंग द हैंडलिंग ऑफ biomedical waste. This is the method of transportations. So here two conditions, one is bad and one is good. So don't carry waste in open bag that you can see in this picture, and never carry it through crowded area. बराबर, हमें वो सब बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट लेके इधर उधर पेशेंट के पास या कोई क्राउडेड एरिया में इधर उधर घूमना नहीं. बराबर, and what is the good method of the transportation? That is the always carry the waste in secure sealed containers or bags. These are the transportations method. To always use registered and authorized transporters for the transportation of the biomedical waste product. Okay, so thank you very much.